Hi everyone, it's Irina and today we're making coconut ice. Now it's a fun thing to do and it's great for school fetes or fundraisers. It's also great to have as the sweet from home that you know hasn't got any additives and all kinds of different things in it. So here we go, and I'm going to make it in the Cook Expert. Today I'm going to measure my ingredients in on the Magimix scales that come with the Cook Expert. It's really easy. So I'm going to just pop my bowl onto there, and when I just press or hold onto the button on the right hand side, okay, it actually zeroes it out. So from there on there's nothing on there according to this, and you can just add ingredients to it. So I'm going to start by 320 grams of sugar. Now I've pre-weighed this for speed, but putting it in there, and there it is, it's 320 grams of sugar. So now I'm going to put my next ingredients, which is the coconut, and I'm going to start again. So if I actually push that right button again, or just hold my finger on it, it zeroes it out again to zero. So it's as if there's nothing in there. Then we actually put the next ingredients, and that's the coconut. Okay, so we pop the coconut. There's 280 grams. I've pre-measured it for speed, but there it is. So that's how you do it. Very, very easy. So now the reason why the scales are separate from the machine, because some people have asked me that. They said, why aren't the scales included in the actual machine? That's because the Magimix has a 30-year guarantee. 30-year. That's a long time, okay? And what's the most temperamental part in your kitchen? Are scales. So the Cook Expert's heating and cooking and mixing and all those things, okay, and it's really strong. The scales are on the side. So again, very easy to use. So then I'm going to put in 375 grams of sweetened condensed milk. Now I don't care what brand you use in any of these things, but there we go. It's a very easy, super easy recipe. All right, now there is 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. 1/4 teaspoon cream of tartar. Okay, and that's it. So turning on my Cook Expert, and I've put it on pastries and cakes, only because it's already at the speed that I want it to be, but it doesn't really matter. You can slow it up and make it as fast as you want to anyway. So to find that, I'll go back, is if you go through all of your different programs, okay, you go through your different programs and you'll see baking, okay, and so then okay, and the first one is pastry and cakes. And of course that's not heating, that's just mixing. So I'm going to just turn that on and let it start mixing. It's quite a thick consistency, so it takes a little while to get that really mixing well. And there it goes, it's starting to mix really well now. This is mixing. I get my tin ready. Now in this case I'm just using a glass container, but you can use anything. Approximately 20 by 20 is a good size for this. So that's what I use. And now I grease and I line it, and make sure that the paper comes over the edge a little bit so that you can actually lift it out very easily. So that's something you just prepare. Okay, there it is. So now we take half of that and pop it into our container. So half of that ingredients can go straight into here. Whoops. All right, and then that's about half, I think. So then I put this back on and I add some red colour dye. So just a few drops, depending on how pink you'd actually like it. So sometimes I like to go really pastel, and other times I like to go, really bright. So let's go back. And we'll do that one again. Okay, and so, oh, and it's mixing it nice. And meanwhile, what you need to do is just push this into the bottom of your dish. So you push it right down in, and sometimes just using your fingers works better because it's a very thick consistency. So really pushing it down and bringing it right into the corners. I think that's just about done there. Okay, whoa, it's lovely and pink. Lovely and lovely and pink. And so have a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a really lovely, lovely pink. So I'm going to just pop that into here as well. And of course you scrape it all out and you press it in. Really press it in and press it nice and flat. So nice and flat into there. Then once you've got them in there nice and flat, the 2 layers, push it, pop it in the fridge for about 3 hours or overnight, whatever you like, but 3 hours is really quite sufficient. And then just lifts out by the paper and you cut it in little squares. So you cut it into the most gorgeous little squares. Oh dear. There we are. And you cut them into the gorgeous little squares like that, and that's a pastel colour, so it's very different to this one here. So they're really, really lovely. They've got the white underneath and the pink on top. They've only taken me a few minutes to make, really no effort, and I've always got the ingredients in the pantry anyway. Have fun making your coconut ice, and don't forget, you've got the convenience of your scales to use every day. All right, you take care, enjoy making coconut ice.